Turned out run by Sarkozy. Sarkozy screwed up and announced it before anybody even knew. Yeah. And then it turned out it was that he was under surveillance by Sarkozy.
Right, he wasn't following the script correctly.
Well, I mean, look, Sarkozy is running a coup against France. He's not even born there. He's a foreign operative.
Yep.
What is it with these foreign operatives?
I don't know, but he's basically on the world government agenda. They're pushing it, him and Merkel in Germany and Cameron and the whole crew and Obama. They're all just pushing the world government agenda.
Why can't America have an American president, and why can't France have a French president?
Well, obviously, they're trying to tell us something. I mean, they put Obama in there. They can't even verify that he's an American, a naturalized American. They're trying to tell us something. What are they trying to tell us?
Oh, well,
that it doesn't matter. Our Constitution doesn't
That's
matter.
when he became the head of the UN a few years ago, violating Article 1, Section 9. It is the head of the Security Council. Yeah. Totally illegal. Well, I mean, look at how they have the Pentagon come to Congress and say, you don't run jack squat. You're right. They're just saying that's the way it is. And Petraeus is like, your toaster's watching you. Ha-ha, we don't need warrants anymore. And when Fox News covers it, they're like, he's a great man. We don't know what he means by that. He said there's no more Fourth Amendment. He said we don't consider that violation anymore. Next, they'll shove microphones down our throats and say we don't consider this in violation of privacy. Courts are ruling with the Seventh Circuit. They can pull you over, grab your phone without a warrant, download it.
Well, timing is everything. It's the same thing with these activist groups. We've got major cybersecurity legislation in Congress right now.
And Anonymous is going to attack.
And so they're running this little sideshow of these so-called hacktivists doing all these funny things in the CIA and Sony and these big corporations, and it's meaningless, and it's just propaganda.
Nimmo, you are an incredible person. We'll be right back with the one, the only, Lord Nimmo. By the way, ahead of our next guest joining us on the run-for-profit Federal Reserve and how to expose it and some other important news, Nimmo is hired now, not just in the last many years, 5 years or so, as the editor of Infowars.com. How long have you been here, Kurt?
2007, was it? I don't remember exactly.
Yeah, well, you've been here 4 or 5 years now, but you were also going to double as the Infowars apparel model. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. He was in a black Infowars T-shirt earlier, and these just came in the mail. We just, got 1,000 or so of these. Hunter Orange on camo, Infowars.com. Don't tread on me. And it goes great with hunting season ongoing and spreading the word about liberty. And there is Kurt Nimmo. Absolutely. And you can see Kurt demonstrating there for you. We have these at cost 100 You Are the Resistance business cards with the websites on the back. At cost, you get a citizen rule book and 2 bumper stickers for $4.95. That is probably really less than cost, but that's what it cost us, and you can get that and spread the word. Da, 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 da. We need some elevator music in the background. And next, we have even more. Look, Nimmo, over here. DVDs. And, all right. Oh, man. Oh, man. Folks, this is my weird mind of humor, is that they ran in with the T-shirts, and Kurt's office is right next door, and I said, Kurt, you love Infowars shirts. You want this one? You got to model it for us. And Kurt's like, absolutely. Kurt, what do you like better, the classic black Infowars, or you like the camo? I'm ready to go deer hunt with you right now. Well, turkey hunting or gobbling out behind my house.
Actually, I prefer the black.
You want to go fishing? Let me tell you, around here in Texas, you dress like that, you walk into like some country place, they're going to fall down and start worshiping around on the spot. But try to go, how you doing there, boy?
Hey, son, what's up? Let's go fishing, Lake Travis.
Oh, man. We've had so many heavy things here today, and this is what goes on actually here at the office. Whenever I want to be energized by pure power, I just look around the corner because whose office is right next door. Oh, man.
Oh, boy.
Nimmo, am I joking?
Yes, you are, Alex.
No, I'm not.
No, he's serious. He's totally serious, folks.
Anyways, well, what do you think of the new camo shirt available at Infowars.com?
It's nice. I don't prefer camo, but I'm sure a lot of listeners will love it.
I like it.
I prefer the black.
I like black, too. seriously, we got a bunch of great T-shirts and stuff available at Infowars.com, and I tend to never plug that. We've got Bloodlines Illuminati back in print because we printed them. Helped Fritz Springmeyer get that done. We got a bunch of new T-shirts and a bunch of new baseball caps. But quite frankly, what I'm really excited about is the 100 business cards at cost. And by the way, if you try to print 100 business cards, you couldn't get them for this because we bought like a couple 100,000 or something. So the price was driven down to almost nothing. And then you get the 2 bumper stickers and the Citizen Rulebook with it, $4.95, and that does just pay for the Citizen Rulebook and the shipping and the cards and all the rest of it. You can also call toll-free, 888-253-3139. So crass commercial plug here in this short segment. Kurt, what do you make of all the other news? What else is on your radar screen right now?
Oh, gosh, there's so much stuff. I mean, it's just like you have to pick and choose what's important, but it's just, there's just everything from the election to Rush Limbaugh's First Amendment right to this terrorist situation in Europe, and it's just across the board.
What do you think largemouth bass are going to be biting on this spring?
Some kind of bait. I don't know what. Maybe Infowars.
Maybe a purple worm with an orange tail, a little bit of glitter?
Right. Same color as this right here.
Exactly. I just feel like I should ask you fishing advice.
You're asking the wrong person.
Chicken livers? What are we trying to catch? Catfish? No, I'm not going and catching catfish. Actually, I don't have time to go fishing.
Exactly.
Kurt, I don't know what it is. Whenever I get you on air, I descend into goofiness. Because I'm intimidated by...
Yeah, right.
I am. Hey, Infowars, kicking some hind end, huh?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
What do you make of what they've done to Ron Paul?
Well, they just totally ignored him, and they were pretty successful in just pretty much ignoring him out of existence. At this point, he's got some delegates. He'll go to the convention, and we'll see what happens from there. But standard MO.
Yeah, he said on Jay Leno he wants to be like a conscience at the convention and try to inject something. So I guess that is the deal. They might let him speak or something, I guess. I hope he doesn't lean over and kiss the holy ring of Lord Romney.
Oh, God. No, I don't think he'll do that. He's got too much...
yeah, I don't think that's going to happen either.
Too much principle. He's not going to do that.
I wonder if any of his campaign minions, though, will, like, flutter off and join the Romney.
I don't think so. The Ron Paul campaign is very philosophical and very dedicated to Ron Paul.
Well, hey, they did a great job educating people, and it's still ongoing.
Absolutely, and that's what it's good for, is educating people about that.
And I said that day one, folks. We win by resisting. Everybody knows about the Federal Reserve. Thanks, Kurt.
We're on the march. The empire's on the run.
We're going to be talking to the author of Dishonest Money, Financing the Road to Ruin. Excellent book that we're carrying at Infowars.com. It's a quick read. It's only, 170-something pages long, but very well documented. So good that G. Edward Griffin endorsed it. An excellent job of condensing the large, complicated topic. G. Edward Griffin, George Shepard, Republic Magazine, called it Understanding the Federal Reserve System Has Never Been Easier. It must read. This is great for people that know about the Fed, to go back over the facts of it, but it's really good for people that don't know anything about it. People that want to understand. Get a copy at Infowars.com and support the author, Joe Plummer, and, of course, us right here at Infowars. That's how we finance ourselves, is the books, T-shirts, videos, and everything we promote is about either empowering yourself or spreading the word. So it's a win-win-win. Speaking of that, there are a lot of gravity-fed filters out there. And over the years, I have bought a lot of them and stored them and also use them in my operation and at home. And when I'm on the road, we've got a Pro Pure on the road model, which is just amazing because the water goes through it quicker because the gravity-fed filter is much bigger. It has colloidal silver impregnated in it. It's just the top of the line. It's the best there is. It's better than anything else I've ever used. And it's got the best fluoride filters. It's got it all. Infowars.com. And we're running a special that we're starting today because it's already discounted to lower than anybody else has got the Pro Pure systems. 10% off when you enter the promo code WATER at Infowars.com. In fact, we can show people watching on Prisonplanet.tv the entire website. We can just show them the entire shopping cart here. That way we're not just showing them the side there. We can just show them the entire shopping cart. You just go to Infowars.com and you click on the little shop icon and you can go right there and do that. But this is what I use for my family. And it's the best system out there, and we're giving you 10% off when you enter the product code WATER. Or if you call the office and say that you want the WATER special, with the word water, you'll get 10% off. But we'll see how long we can do this because, quite frankly, they've been having trouble keeping them in supply. They just manufactured a bunch of new ones. They've been selling out. These are so popular because when you compare the stainless steel, the filters, everything to the other leading brands, and we have a breakdown, by the way, to the leading competitor, there's no comparison, and that's all at Infowars.com there on the water page as well in the preparedness area. Now, some of the other news that I've got here, Israel says threat of strike on Iran is working, and that the threat of a military strike on Iran is preventing the Islamic Republic from taking the final steps towards developing a nuclear bomb. Well, then please don't attack them. Also, there are reports here of oil prices at $200 a barrel. Analysts are saying that's what's coming. That's CNBC. Boy, if that happens, wasn't Lindsey Williams right? Also, threat of refinery strike could push gas prices higher. Also, CNBC. And we have another report here. They've killed it in the State House in Illinois, a bill saying you can't arrest people from filming police. Well, it's First Amendment. How do the cops film you? It just shows, man, especially in Illinois. Now we've had police officers in Illinois that call and stuff. They're not all bad, but the system is bad. I mean, that is a tyrannical government right there. But what is at the head of this tyrannical government? We tend to get so close to the problem, and we know it's the private Federal Reserve, the big 6 banks that own it, the same system in Europe. That's the problem. The top of the food chain is Goldman Sachs, J.P. Morgan, Bank of America, Wells Fargo, Citibank, Bank of England to a certain extent. And all their subsidiaries, they're the ones that have the power to create the money for themselves. They're the ones that want to get us into debt. If you've got unlimited money, how do you get property? Getting people into debt, shutting off the regular economy so you're the only one with money. They're the problem. And we get so close to it, we know that. We forget others don't. People finally know the Federal Reserve is private. And Bernanke's having to send out bureaucrats everywhere to tell and hiring famous people to be pitchmen for the Federal Reserve. They're in trouble. Once you start identifying the power structure instead of the puppets, it's game over. And that's why I'm promoting and selling the book, Dishonest Money, Financing the Road to Ruin, Joseph Plummer, available at Infowars.com. And it's an excellent book. Joe, how did you awaken to this and describe as you do in the book exactly what dishonest money means and how if you don't get back to honest money, nothing is ever going to get fixed in this country. Striking at the root with dishonest money. Joseph Plummer, thanks for joining us.
It's great to be with you, Alex, and it's really nice to be able to thank you personally for all the great work you've been doing over the past nearly 20 years now. As far as how I first heard about the Federal Reserve System, that was probably an organization called Give Me Liberty, I believe. Bob Schultz, I think, is when I first even heard the term Federal Reserve. And
it just shows how it's a chain reaction. So in the last 10 years, and now here you are writing a popular book, it just shows how we can all do something.
Exactly. I had never heard of it, of course, because you certainly don't hear about it much in the mainstream media, and you certainly don't hear about it much in the indoctrination centers. So what is this Federal Reserve? What's so bad about it? And when I first started digging into it, I realized that everything that was available was just needlessly convoluted. I started to suspect that it was intentionally being made more complicated than it needed to be. And so after literally years and years and years of research, you finally start to unearth basically what it is. And I think that the best way to frame it is to think of our current monetary system as literally a weapon of war. That's exactly what it is. Because if people think of warfare, they know warfare is meant to weaken the target. But they think generally in terms of tanks and bullets and guns and things like that. They don't think of other forms of warfare that accomplish the exact same thing, and often in a way that's much better, because you can't hide the aggression of tanks and bullets and guns. But, for instance, psychological warfare is very effective at weakening targets, but people may or not be aware of the fact that they're being subjected to psychological warfare. Economic warfare is something that these people have perfected, and they have weakened nation after nation using the current monetary system, this current fraudulent monetary system, which you know so much about because you cover it but unfortunately other people don't even know what the term monetary system means, and they certainly don't understand that there are different kinds of money, some which are completely dishonest. To basically summarize